What's up, everyone? Another week, another video. My name is Jin for Jambo Nairobi. And today, as you can see, I'm not alone. I have someone else on set with me. And it's a fresh episode. We're still talking about music. We're talking about Kenyan music industry. And today you have an artist. He's actually a songwriter, recording, performing artist from 254. He goes by the name
Lekodi in the building, guys.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll have a behind the scenes. We want to know his story, of course, talk about music, and then maybe we're going to have a look at a session, him at a studio doing what he does best. So it's going to be so awesome. You actually don't want to go anywhere. The best thing to do right now is just subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. I tell you, we're already at 20K. We wouldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for all the support you have given us so far. And without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. Let's get into the studio. Come with us. Let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm Lekodi. I'm an artist and today I'm with Fi. I'm glad to be here, by the way, and I want to share my story. So music is natural in me. I started music a long time ago when I was in church. I think it was the Sunday school area. I was a drummist before that. Before I started to do vocals, I used to do drummings and some stuff. And then I started to generate this feeling like I can write. So me and my friend Charles, I remember, we jumped into writing, and we tried to do some new stuff our own, apart from the choir team and some stuff, So it was in 2012, I remember. That was the first time I wrote my own first music, my first song. And it was a nice experience and I loved it. So I was thrilled to do more. And more. And that's why I found myself, stepping more foot into this career. And I don't feel like quitting it or late. So I'm in. So Lekodi was once a duo, very correct, but I think it's nature of work, So my partner, Yulu, wanted to do a solo career of his own this year, and I had no choice but to let it happen. It's godly. So right now, Lekodi is me as a solo artist. I have started my solo career the year 2026, and Yulu also has embarked on his solo career as well as Yulu. So right now, Lekodi is me as a single artist now. And the name, the meaning, I feel like I need to change it, because it used to carry another meaning, it used to mean the cause, But right now I feel like Lekodi is more me. So like I want to take it from my own original name, like Kelvin Odanga. So the 3 letters, L-E-K, is from Kelvin. Then Odanga, I took the O and D to the O-D. And then I came back again to Kelvin to take the I. And then I fused it now to create Lekodi. So yeah. So when I was young, my daddy used to have this small radio. It never went off, each and every time the batteries die and some stuff, he could even decided not even to buy sugar at home, but to buy the batteries of that radio. So I used to take the radio and spend a lot of time with it, Before even joining choir, I used to have that feeling of listening to music like now and then since I was young. So there have been a lot of artists who inspire me out there. There are so many dope artists, so many dope musicians. there are many. I can't mention them all, but I've been listening to music, and that is what exactly that helped me to be the kind of artist I am today, because I've been listening to different type of music since I was young, hip hop, Afro, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So I think mixing those elements, combining them to make this specific type of style of mine. So that has been my biggest inspiration, you know, like listening to different type of music, different type of artists. So yeah, because I'm the type of person who I can just jump to any kind of music, either gospel or hip hop or Amapiano or whatever. I just listen to any type of music. I kind say my style is really unique here. You're very correct. Because for me, I've been growing up listening to a lot of Western artists, you know, just to be honest, you know, I love being honest also. So I think that is what emphasized or helped me, you know, on adapting this style of music that I do. So I kind of say it is the type of people or the type of music I used to listen when I was growing or when I was trying to find my path into music. And just like I said before, my style is a combination of different type of music brought together. So I can't describe it of a sort of a fusion. It's a fusion, yeah. It's a fusion. Not an Afro, it's not the Afrobeat type, you know, but it's a fusion of my own. I just love being unique and being me. It depends, but I always do both. I can go to the studio and start a project there. I write it there and finish it there. Or I can start to write a song when I'm away and then take it to the studio. So it depends, you know. It depends. But most of the time, I normally finish writing first and then I take the song to the studio because I don't like that rushing process while we're in the studio. The spirit normally tells me like, bro, you are done. You don't have to do anything more. Like, you are done, man. We feel like this is a masterpiece for you, because apart from me also being in the studio, I normally have other people in the studio, my manager, the producer, and sometimes my friends. So they normally also help me in, you know, telling me when to stop or when to start, you know. But most of the time, it's the spirits in me. When I feel like, I think I'm done, I'm done. So yeah, I have a team. I have a very good team. And shout out to my team, my A team, my Marines, you know, my music Marines, my manager, Stonef, my brother Charles, and Feeling. She's also a part of the team. My producer Tasla, he's doing a very amazing work, you know. And my brothers, you know, even though we are not together right now, but shout out to Yulu also. He's been a part of this journey also as well. Even if he's now proceeding with his own solo career, but shout out to him. There's this one song known as, you know, there are many, but there's this one which normally touches me the deep. It is an inspirational song, God Bless My Way. I think that was the time when things were tough, you know, and I had to write that song so as I could encourage myself and inspire myself each and every day when I was listening to it, because there was no one nearby by that time. So it was me and my music and my life. And I feel like it was a very spiritual song for me because it helped me, you know, battle some kind of feelings and emotions that were kind of confusing in my life at that moment. Yeah. Blessed by Way. It was one of the most special songs in my life that I ever wrote. I mean, I cannot say it's hard because it's easy for some. There are some artists who normally come in and find it easy, though there are some who normally come in and find it hard. But I don't know, you know, I can't really say it's hard or it's easy, but it just depends on which path you're going to land, you know. So if you land on the hard path, then you just have to, you will just have to face it the gorilla way. You don't have to care. You just have to break through each and every challenge. You face it, you know. And if you are lucky to find yourself on a position where you normally drop one song and blow just like that, then you might be amongst the few who have ever done that, So it's not easy and it's not hard at the same time. So, because if you say it's hard, there's someone who is there who wants to start music, and when he hears something like hard, he might feel like, oh, so is this even the right career for me to proceed on with, or some kind of stuff. But it's also not easy and not hard, because in this world today, nothing is easy, everything is hard. So you just have to be prepared enough. If you really want to do music, then you just have to be ready that you want to do music. For me, I've never faced any like, I've never been into a position where I've been gatekeeped, but it happens for most of the artists out there. It's very true. In each and every industry, there are politics. We all know politics. So politics are like controlling everything in this world. So they are there also in music. So, I mean, sorry for the artists who have ever been gatekeeped, but for me, I've never faced any gatekeep. I don't know if they're there, but they're there. That's one thing for sure. But I've never had a moment in my life or in my music career where I can say I've been gatekeeped. I mean, love last, the message itself, is already love. As you already know, love last. So mapenzi ya dumu, wale wapenda nao ya dumu sana, because nowadays outside here, love is so wicked, People end up getting heartbroken and all of that. So I was just trying to emphasize people, to be honest into their relationship or their EP or some stuff. Like, just, keep up with the love you have for the someone you love, You just keep on having that love for the people you love. So I pray that love may last forever, because it is the biggest commandment, first of all. So the EP is all about love. Love, 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 love. 3 songs, reasons, inseparable, and away. And if you go down and listen to all these 3 songs, they all have kind of similar message. So it's all about love and like bonding, bonding. More especially, I kind of say bonding, like bonding, seriously, really bonding. Yeah. I have a lot of surprises for you guys. I kind of say I am a prepared artist, by the way. I have a lot in the gallery. I mean, there's so much. I've been writing like my whole life. I've been doing music for over 12 years now, and it has been writing and writing and writing and writing and writing, believing that one day when I get a chance, then you people will never be bored again. You'll be having bangers and bangers and bangers. Like, I have a lot in my gallery, honestly. Like this year, I haven't dropped any on my account, but I shall be soon. By June, there is another EP. So you guys have to be set for another EP. 3 songs as well, dope songs, different kind of genres. So I don't have to go deep into that EP because it's kind of a surprise, So I hope you guys gonna stay tuned and wait for the surprises. I have something good for you, by the way. I'm cooking. I am that kind of artist who normally goes with the present form. So most of my music, the biggest inspiration is the present. So it depends with the moment or the feeling or the person or the thing I'm holding or whatever, because I don't pen down lyrics. I'm that type of artist who just freestyles. So yeah, I freestyle this graph today, and if I feel like I don't have to finish the song, I'll just keep it for the future. I know that one day I'll come and finish it. So, I mean, music normally comes from a certain inspiration. There must be an inspiration for your music. So, for me, it's normally life. My personal life events, the things I've been through, the people I meet, the life I live. So the things I see from my surrounding environment and some stuff. So once I normally click to a certain idea, I feel like, oh, this is my very moment right now. Maybe I'm happy. I just feel like writing a happy song. And that's where I normally come up with that freestyle. So it can be a mama, it can be a whistle, it can be a hum, it can be a word, whatever. But there's normally that, the beginning of the whole writing thing. So for me, it's normally start with a freestyle. I normally play a beat. I let the beat play for some time, for like 3 to 6 minutes. I listen to the beat. Sometimes I normally play a beat and just jump into the beat at the same moment. But sometimes I normally have to digest the beat first to make sure that I'm into the right feeling for the beat, And then I come up with the flow, because I've never like penned down lyrics and then try to find the flows. I normally come up with the flow first and then I go to the lyrics. Or sometimes I can just jump in with the flows and lyrics at the same time. It just depends with the artist, But for me, it normally just starts with the flow first. I normally rush for the flows. I get the perfect flow for the beat and then I go back and pen down some things, So that is my writing process. I don't know for the rest of the artists out there, but that's what I do. Sometimes I normally don't even have to have an actual beat, but if I have my phone with me, I can just record some random flow that normally comes into my mind, and then later I'll just pick a beat which can vibe with it. So something for the fans, I have a lot, but today I just want to give you a hint. Don't go away for my next EP. So it's one of my species, one of my creation, picture. It's nowhere in the internet right now. It's nowhere in the media. It's a very fresh sound, and let's go with the acapella. It says, picha yanyumiza moyo minikizitazama, macho yazidisha uchoyo kona nyota inazama, mambo ya kuleta mimi sijazoeana, usiche kwenda kokoro mana mimi nitachama. Thank you. So we have a lot, by the way, and if you are new, my blogs, my YouTube channel goes by the name Lekodi, Spotify Lekodi, Instagram Lekodi, Twitter Lekodi, everywhere is Lekodi. I mean, stay tuned, guys. There's something coming up, very hot. Be ready, prepare your ears if you have any, some chaps in your ears. Clear them out because I have something fresh for you, by the way. So you're welcome and stay tuned. Mbona waniricha mimi waniricha mbona waniricha mbona waniricha na mbona waniricha mbona waniricha.
And we are done, just like that. Thank you so much. If you have watched the video up to this point, you're the real MVP, and we do not take you for granted. Thank you so much for all the support that you give us. That was Lekodi, and he promised us. He actually promised us a session in studio with his producers. So we're going to see a song being made from scratch until the finished product. I cannot wait for that. But you have to subscribe for you to see the song probably next week, right? So make sure you do subscribe, share this video if you can. And if you want to collaborate with us, it is so easy. Call us on this number right here. Alternatively, you can email us at karibu@jambonairobi.com. We also have a website, which you need to check out. That is jambonairobi.com. Hashtag, as always, is Jambo Nairobi. All our socials, Jambo Nairobi. My name is Feeling Jean, and of course, I'll catch you in the next one.
Bye. Where adventures blossom and imagine